Awaken your intuition. The science and power of trusting your gut. Unleashing the power of intuition. Have you ever had one of those moments where something inside you screamed to change your plans, and somehow, it all worked out in ways you never expected? Maybe you skipped a flight only to find out later it was delayed for hours, or you took a different route home and stumbled across an amazing opportunity. That, my friend, is your intuition at work. But let's be real. How many times have you brushed off that gut feeling because you thought it was just in your head? In this video, we're diving into the science behind intuition and showing you how it's so much more than a random hunch. We'll explore how this instinct can guide you to better decisions and a more fulfilling life. The science of intuition is mind-blowing. It's not just some vague feeling. It's your brain working at lightning speed, piecing together past experiences and subtle cues you don't even consciously notice. Research shows intuition can be just as accurate as logical analysis, especially in tricky situations. So, how do you tap into this superpower? We're sharing practical tips to help you nurture and trust your intuition, turning it into a powerful ally for everyday life. Ready to tune into that inner voice and use it to live more authentically? Let's find out how. Hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss what's coming next. What is intuition anyway? Ever gotten a chill down your spine telling you to steer clear of a dark alley, even though you couldn't quite explain why? Or had a gut feeling about someone that turned out to be spot on later? That's your intuition kicking in, and it's way more powerful than you might think. So what exactly is intuition? Simply put, it's that inner nudge or feeling that pops up without conscious reasoning. It's like size and brain giving you a shortcut, a quick answer drawn from everything you've experienced, without slogging through slow, logical analysis. Think of it as your internal GPS, guiding you when logic alone isn't enough. Intuition has deep roots in our evolutionary past. Back when our ancestors had to decide in a split second whether that shadow in the woods was a predator or just the wind, intuition was literally a matter of life and death. That survival instinct shaped our brains to pick up subtle environmental cues and process them at lightning speed. These days, we're not dodging tigers, but intuition is still an incredible tool for navigating the complexities of modern life. It helps us make quick calls in uncertain situations, like choosing between two job offers or sensing if someone's being genuine with you. Picture this. You're walking down a new street, and out of nowhere, you feel a tightness in your chest. That makes you turn left instead of going straight. Later you find out the street you avoided had crazy traffic or something worse. That's not magic. It's your brain piecing together a puzzle you didn't even know you were solving. Intuition draws on your past experiences, memories, and even physical signals to guide you. In this video, we're diving deeper into the science behind it and showing you how to sharpen this instinct to make more confident decisions and live a life that's truer to who you are. Ready for the next step? The science behind intuition. Ever wonder why you sometimes just know something without being able to explain it? It's like a part of you has the answer before your brain even catches up. That's intuition at work, and it's backed by some seriously cool science that'll blow your mind. At the heart of it is what researchers call the cognitive unconscious. Sounds fancy, but it's simple. It's the part of your brain working behind the scenes, processing info you don't even consciously notice. While you're busy living your life, your unconscious is picking up clues, spotting patterns, and serving up insights disguised as gut feelings. It's like having a supercomputer in your head running 24/7. Intuition kicks in when your cognitive unconscious recognizes patterns from your past experiences. For example, when a seasoned firefighter senses a building's about to collapse, it's not magic. Studies, like those by psychologist Gary Klein, show that experts in fields like medicine, sports, or even chess make insanely accurate snap decisions because their brains have mapped out thousands of similar scenarios. One famous study from the University of Iowa found that card players started feeling which decks were risky before they could logically figure out the game's pattern. Their brains were picking up cues their conscious minds hadn't caught. Yet, pretty wild, right? But you don't have to be an expert to tap into intuition. It's available to everyone if you know how to listen. Think of that time you trusted a hunch and it paid off. Maybe you passed on a job offer that seemed too good to be true or took a different road in traffic. Science shows intuition can outpace logical reasoning in complex situations because it processes tons of data in milliseconds. Of course, it's not foolproof. Sometimes a gut feeling is just fear or anxiety in disguise. But when you learn to tune it properly, intuition becomes a powerful ally. We're going to show you how to sharpen that inner radar with simple, effective practices. Ready to level up your intuition and make smarter choices? Hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss what's next. How to cultivate your intuition. Ever felt that little inner voice nudging you, but you brushed it off as just your imagination? Here's the good news. Intuition isn't some magical gift only a lucky few have. It's a skill you can build, like a muscle that gets stronger with practice. The key is quieting your mind and tuning into yourself. In this video, we're sharing practical steps anyone can follow, whether you're just starting out or already trust your instincts but want to take it to the next level. The first step to boosting your intuition is practicing mindfulness. When we're stuck on autopilot, buried in to-do lists or the noise of daily life, it's hard to hear the subtle signals your unconscious sends. Meditation is a game changer here, and it doesn't have to be complicated. Just 5 minutes a day of deep breathing and focusing on the present can clear the mental clutter. Research shows meditation strengthens the connection between your conscious and unconscious mind, making those gut feelings easier to spot. Try apps like Calm or Headspace, or simply sit quietly, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. Another awesome practice is keeping a journal. Writing down your feelings without overthinking helps you spot patterns in your instincts. Jot down moments when you had a hunch and what happened afterward. Over time, you'll start to see when your intuition was on point and trust it more. Nature walks are another simple way to reconnect. Being in nature lowers stress and opens your mind to intuitive signals. Ever notice how your best ideas pop up while walking or in the shower? That's no coincidence. It's your relaxed brain letting intuition flow. Building trust in your gut takes time. Start small. Pay attention to little decisions, like picking a dish at a restaurant or deciding when to reply to an email. With practice, your intuition will get sharper. A Stanford study found that people who tune into their body's signals, like a knot in the stomach or a lightness in the chest, make better choices in uncertain situations. So, start listening to those physical cues. Your intuition speaks through them. We'll show you how to use this skill in everyday life, blending intuition and logic for smarter decisions and a life that feels more true to you. Ready to keep going? Using intuition for smarter decisions. Now that you know how to nurture your intuition, how do you put it to work in everyday life? Intuition is like a superpower, but to use it effectively, you need to know the difference between a true gut feeling and an emotional impulse. After all, not every hunch comes from your wise unconscious. Sometimes it's just anxiety, fear, or excitement talking. In this video, we'll show you how to recognize the voice of intuition and pair it with logic to make more confident decisions, whether at work, in relationships, or in your personal life. First, let's talk about separating intuition from emotional impulses. Intuition usually feels calm, clear, and like a quiet certainty, a little whisper in your mind. Emotional impulses, on the other hand, are intense, jittery, and often tied to anxiety or excitement. Imagine you're weighing a job offer. If you feel a knot in your stomach and a sense that something's off despite no clear reason, that's likely your intuition waving a red flag. But if you're just hyped about the paycheck and ignoring red flags like a toxic company culture, that's emotion, not intuition. A quick trick. Ask yourself, is this feeling coming out of nowhere, or am I trying to ignore something? Stepping back can help you see clearly. To make the most of intuition, blend it with logic. Intuition shines in quick decisions, or when there are tons of variables, but it's even better when you back it up with facts. Say you're choosing between 2 houses to buy. Your gut might tell you one feels right, but you should still check the budget, location, and condition before signing. Here are 5 practical tips to weave intuition into your decision-making. Listen to your body. Intuition often shows up physically. A tight stomach might signal caution. A light, open feeling could mean you're on the right track. Take a pause. Before deciding, take a few minutes to breathe or go for a walk. It quiets your mind and lets intuition speak louder. Practice with small choices. Try it with simple stuff, like picking what to eat or which movie to watch. It builds confidence. For bigger decisions, write down your hunches. Jot down what your gut says and check back later. This helps you see when it's steering you right. Check the facts. Use intuition as a starting point, but always confirm with solid info to avoid slip-ups. Here's a real-life example. Anna was torn about a promotion that meant moving to a new city. Her gut kept saying, "This doesn't feel right," but the salary was tempting. She took a step back, listed the pros and cons, and realized her unease came from the company's poor work-life balance. By trusting her intuition and checking the facts, she turned down the offer, and months later, landed a better opportunity in her hometown. Stories like this show intuition can be a powerful compass when used well. Let's dive into how it can transform your life, guiding you to choices that feel authentic and fulfilling. Ready for more? Intuition for a more fulfilling life. Ever stop to think what your life could be like if you leaned into your instincts more? Intuition isn't just for quick decisions or dodging tricky situations. It's the key to living a life that's more authentic and full of purpose. When you learn to listen to that inner voice, it steers you toward choices that truly reflect who you are, whether in your career, relationships, or personal growth. In this video, we'll show you how intuition can transform your life and inspire you with real stories of people who followed their gut and saw incredible results. Take Mariana, a designer who felt unfulfilled in her career despite her success. Something inside kept nagging her to make a change, but she hesitated, scared of the unknown. One day, while out on a walk, she got a sudden spark to start a social project blending design and education. With no logical explanation, she trusted that impulse, quit her steady job, and launched something new. Today, Mariana leads an initiative that's changing thousands of young lives and says she's never felt more alive. Or think about João, who ended a long-term relationship because his gut kept telling him something wasn't right. Months later, he met someone who shared his values and brought more joy into his life. These stories show how intuition can guide us down paths that don't always make sense at first but lead to a life that feels truer. Your intuition acts like a compass for what really matters. It helps you say no to opportunities that don't align with your values and yes to ones that light you up inside. So, how do you make this part of your daily life? First, practice active self-listening. Carve out quiet moments to reflect. What's your heart telling you about that job, friendship, or decision? Second, trust the small steps. You don't have to overhaul everything at once. Sometimes intuition nudges you towards something as simple as a conversation or a new hobby. Finally, celebrate your intuitive wins. Every time you follow a hunch and it pays off, you strengthen that inner connection. Science has shown us intuition is a superpower of the brain, and real-life stories prove it can open doors to a more fulfilling life. So why not give that inner voice a chance? Start today. With your next decision, no matter how small, ask yourself, what's my intuition telling me? Write down what you feel, test it out, and see what happens. We challenge you to hone this skill and let it guide you to a life that's more in tune with who you are. You in? Drop a comment below with a story of when your intuition came through for you, and let's inspire each other to live with more courage and authenticity. Hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss what's next.